you want to ask about this particular topic, get them ready. When we get to that stage, we'll be able to start picking your questions. So right about now, we go for a short break. When we return, we go straight to the discussion. We'll be right back.
Kaka. I'm the founder of In Crypto. I'm a cryptocurrency trader, blockchain consultant, and I'm one of the OKEx partners in Nigeria. I've been using OKEx since 2018. My experience of using OKEx has been fantastic. The platform is safe and secure for traders. The user interface is really clean. There were so many challenges that I was having with other exchanges that are not found in OKEx. OKEx is one of those platforms where you can trade with peace of mind. Take, for example, the trading volume. OKEx trading volume is really legit. Their listing criteria must be really good because you won't find those shit coins, that are just out there to scam you. I would recommend OKEx to other people because of the security of the exchange. OKEx is one of those exchanges that has never been hacked.
Okay, thank you very much. In case you are just joining us, this is OKEx Talks, brought to you by OKEx Cryptocurrency Exchange. This program comes to you every Saturday evening, that's 8 p.m. West African time. So a beautiful program. So today we are talking about staying profitable through crypto trends. So before we proceed with this program, before I start with my questions, I have with us the person that will be representing Mr. Paul Ezaflukwe. So let me just welcome him. Later on, he can say anything. So I'm welcoming Nathaniel Raff, assistant to the lead OKEx Africa. Nathaniel, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. So right about now, let's dive into the discussion proper. So Victoria, talking about crypto trends, what are some of the crypto trends? We've seen a lot of them. So what are some of the crypto trends?
All right. Currently, we are experiencing some major NFT hype, and so many DeFi projects are like hitting ATH this period. So it's more like DeFi is growing. We're seeing literally the potentials of DeFi, and different projects are trying to scale, while others are actually providing real solutions for traders and for the unbanked. Then for NFT is one sector of the crypto space that is, will I say, it's very multifaceted, because some persons, or even I myself, I'm still trying to understand why a digital art will cost so much and a lot of persons are profiting from it. But then I understand the other part of copyright, authorship, and the fact that only you own something, like it's there on the blockchain and nobody can change it, nobody can do anything about it. So it's literally like the DeFi and the NFT period.
Okay, talking about some of the trends, we see, like you rightly said, this NFT season is everything is NFT. So what are some of the trends that we have heard before this NFT, how will I say, NFT trend?
Oh, well, we've had, I think last year we had a series of DeFi tokens that came out, after, especially on the Binance Smart Chain, when Ethereum gas fee was really super high. So Binance Smart Chain came in and it's opened up a whole lot of room for both the legit and the coins that are not legit to be created. So let's just say we've had a trend of we had a trend of shit coins. We had trends of let's say the bets, like the real bets of DeFi. So we've had a series of trends even throughout, like beginning of this year. We saw tokens hitting ETH, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, for the first time since they were created, and other tokens. And then before we had the dip in May 12th to 14th and all, and then we had this downward spiral. So we've had the period of times when it was as if ICOs and IDOs were like the talk of the town. Everybody was trying to like get a share of them, and then of course that didn't really last. So we've had different kind of seasons in the crypto space, and then it's more like a cycle. When that cycle passes, another one comes, and then some persons actually really benefit from it, and some persons don't. Just like during the peak of the shit coins, it was like I was almost asking, when is this going to be over? Because it was almost ruining the real value of the crypto space. But then I believe that the crypto space have a way of cleaning itself out. Of course, it became a matter of those who knew nothing about the crypto space bagging lots of money, while those who were actually like the pros, trying to be cautious about the market, making just very, some gains, but not as significant as the newbies who were just being very opportunistic with the trend at the time. So we've had the shitcoin period was a really, it made some persons, because after that period, those that were not very knowledgeable about the space, they had to drop out because they couldn't just stay.
Yeah, and that's very nice what you said, because I know that was when we first entered the ecosystem. It was about airdrop. From airdrop, it entered the ICO trend. From ICO, it entered the IEO before this stage, the DeFi and the rest of them. So a lot of trends are really coming and going, because we didn't believe that the ICO stage will fizzle out. Same way we didn't believe, even though the airdrop is still existing in different forms and all the rest, IEO has really phased out. That's initial exchange offering. Some of these comes and goes. Okay, talking about, you see, we have been able to see different trends coming and going. How do you think how do one catch up with these trends? So you've been able to know that the trends comes and goes.
Well, the thing is, for a typical trader or a typical investor, it's actually number one thing for any trader or investor is to define why you are in the crypto space in the first place. Because if you're just there, maybe you just happen to, because I remember during the shitcoin period, and where a lot of persons, you just see the obvious, like these persons are very ignorant about this space. They don't even know why crypto is here. They don't even know why blockchain is here. And they all know, just some person just come and ask some ridiculous questions. So if we can define why we are in the crypto space, then we can actually have some sort of principle. Because without principle, you won't be able to take advantage of any trend at all. For example, if you're someone who, take for example now, you just want to be in this crypto space as an investor, sometimes the trends might not really bother you. All you have to do is just to find out some very good projects that are actually growing towards the future or towards the vision of the blockchain, and then you invest over a period of time. Let's just say maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. There are persons that I know that invested in Binance Coin as of as let's say 2-3 years ago, and they're still holding to today. So if you can first of all define what do you want to do with the crypto space, then you now find out, okay, like if you're a trader now, then you're someone that then you know that you have to take advantage of each trend. it means that you're someone who pay attention to the news, because we all know that there are two ways to analyze trends. Either you're going technical way or you're going to fundamental way. The fundamental way is the news, all the updates and all that, which means that you have to be very active. You have to be very active on news sites, like crypto news sites, on Twitter, on apps, web apps like maybe like Luna Crush and the rest of them. You have to really pay attention to news, pay attention to all the fields and FOMOs and all the updates, especially, okay, take for example now, we got into a phase of layer two tokens, because when Ethereum became to build on Ethereum became very tough for developers. Other crypto projects had to start looking at a solution. So layer two came into the picture, including zero knowledge projects, ZK rollups came into being, and then knowing about layer two would help you to know, okay, this is really is a solution that the blockchain needs. So defining or figuring out this is where the blockchain is at this point would help you. There was the period of the oracles, like the likes of the Chainlink and the rest. Right now, I think we are getting into parachains like Dot, Polkadot, Kusama, and the rest of them, because of where the blockchain is going. So it takes a lot of most persons don't even do this, really pay attention to the details. Everyone just probably waiting to most persons wait for FOMO when the market is all super green. Nobody really wants to not nobody shall, but very few persons actually pay attention to the details, to the information that will really make them profitable. So paying attention to the trend, it means that you have to give an extra time to pay attention to maybe follow some very influential people in the crypto space. What are they talking about? What are the companies talking about? There's some places where you get aggregate news. You go through it and then you check it. If you notice, sometimes when some coins are pumping, you'll find out that okay, let me use Cardano for example. There was a time they had some dip. Cardano didn't even move. It didn't even budge at all. So that kind of thing, you find out why it's not even moving now. It's not even dipping like the rest. Even a very bad market, unless the market is very bad, so tokens even start going on in profit. Now I remember when ASS moved all the way from $3 to $70 and above. Now, because of what? It was an era. This is an era of NFTs and play to earn NFT tokens, NFT gamings. So being aware of that will really help. Or is it Solana, for example, Solana ecosystem? Now paying attention to all those things will really help you know where to focus. And one thing that I always advise people is that nobody literally owns the crypto space. So you should always learn to book profits, no matter the trend, because it's like when a cycle ends, another cycle comes in. And if you miss that particular cycle and your tokens are still stuck, it might take you a very long time to recover your funds. So learning how to book profits as you follow trends is really also very important.
Talking about following trends, I must say that is why number one is that's why we are having, I believe OKEx is having this program, so that they will be able to enlighten and also educate people about the ecosystem. And also that's why we are here, Coin News Extra and CNETv, here to giving you all the information you need about the ecosystem. So that's a very nice one from you, Victoria. So let's look at, we see that it's like NFT, like you rightly say, is a current trend in the crypto space right now. And we've been able to see different trends come and go, the ICOs, the IEOs, and the rest of them. Do you think that this trend will last longer, the NFT trend, or will it pass just like ICO?
Well, like I said before, there are different, I call it like a cycle. Each trend is like a cycle. and when they run their course, we move on to the next. Now, it's not like they will be completely written off, because even till date, we still have IEOs, ICOs, but in a different form, maybe like IDOs, initial DeFi offerings. We still have coin offerings or token offerings, but in different ways. So it's not like these trends actually completely die off, but their hype go way down. So for NFTs, the current hype would actually eventually really go down, because beyond I believe that the gaming part will stay, as if we have more projects evolving in that area. And then if we start exploring the other parts of NFT, because we still have the part of copyright, the authorship part, whereby music artists can really, really copyright their songs, or book writers can really copyright their books and all that. And these are advantages of NFT that will really last longer, but the hype around it now would eventually go down. It would eventually go down, because to get to a point, it become a game of people that have more money, people that have more funds. Because even at this time, it's more like the celebrities are getting involved with bagging some NFT. Today, it's almost as if there are like different NFT marketplaces everywhere. Almost every day, one NFT marketplace is springing up, and you're hearing about a popular celebrity, having his or her own NFT marketplace, or launching a collection, which only the rich can only buy them. The very rich persons can only buy those ones. So now, where the majority of the crypto users, which are mostly like the retail users, won't be able to benefit so much from that part of NFT. So that part will go down eventually, but it will still be there in the background, and all that. But I believe maybe another aspect of NFT might eventually come out, and then the hype around that area will start again.
The hype around that area will start again. So Victoria believes the gaming aspect of NFT will last longer, but the other ones may go behind the scene. If you're just joining us, this is OKEx Talks, brought to you by OKEx Cryptocurrency Exchange. Today we are talking about staying profitable through crypto trends. We know in the ecosystem, trends comes and goes, not that they die off, like she rightly said. They just go behind the scene. The hype, the attention goes to a very minimal. So, if you're with us and you have questions for our guests, what do you not understand about what we are discussing? Prepare your questions, drop them on the comment section. When we get to the time, we'll be able to pick your questions, and our guests will be able to attend to them. Right about now, we go for a short break. After this short break, it's not about talking about the trends and everything. So after the short break, we're going to be looking at how are we going to stay profitable? How are we going to make some fortunes from some cash from these trends? When we come back, these are more we'll be looking at. We'll be right back.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency, and FinTech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store, or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.
Welcome back to the show. It's still OKEx Talks. So today we're talking about staying profitable through crypto trends. It has really been a very beautiful discussion with our amazing guest, Victoria Okpaka Okoroji, who is the marketing lead Threshold and also founder of Value Corp Global. She has been doing justice to this particular topic. So if you have questions for the ones we've been able to look at and any other thing that are confusing you, you can drop it on the comment section on YouTube. So we'll be able, when we get to that stage, we'll be able to pick up your questions. So right about now, let's look at how do I stay profitable through these trends. Not we're talking about the trends, we've been able to see the ICOs and all the rest of them. So how do I make some cash? How do one make some cash, some fortunes from these trends?
Okay. Well, if you're going to be profitable with these trends or with crypto generally, you have to be someone who will actually remove emotions from trading or investing. You have to be able to, make what I call, let's say, take calculated risk. I've personally seen persons who just your mindset about the space really, really counts. It really, really counts. Some persons come into the crypto space and they just want to make, they expect magic to happen, or they think crypto is a money doubling scheme. This is not a money doubling space. In fact, if you have that kind of mindset, you're going to go down so fast. Just like the era of shitcoins, which really benefited some persons, but majority were victims. Like I wish I saw people losing large sum of money, like really large sum of money, just because they think in their head, if I put $1,000 now, for example, and it was like 10x, that's $10,000. You now think about it, and you now go ahead and then carry all the money that you saved all your life, and then you put it in crypto space. One thing you should notice that the crypto space is very volatile. It's not a typical, even your business, your normal business, your normal physical business that you run it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that that a misfortune won't happen, and then everything just goes to pieces or goes to zero. Not to talk of the crypto space that is very volatile. So it means that you should take calculated risk, no matter what the crypto promises. The 10% profit that you make is much more important than 100% that is still in a trade. Because if the market decides to do a straight up crash in a second, you will lose everything. Just recently I saw someone that he opened a trade on futures since last month, and that flash crash by Bitcoin all the way to 3K, he lost a 1 month progress just because he wasn't booking profit. So first thing first is, no matter how sure, no matter how let's say, if you're someone who's very good with technical analysis or someone who really understands how to follow the news, you should always learn to book profits. Like book profit in stable coins. You can book if you look at your coin market cap, you will see that the first 10, or at least the top 3, or let's just say Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB or so, those ones, or Bitcoin, Ethereum at least, those are the large caps, like the major large cap coins. And then you can book your it in those two, and then in some stable coin, because these large caps have survived over the years, and the possibility of them going to zero, it's literally not there. So if you're going to book profit, you book them in those. Use your altcoins, use the low cap coins, because if you notice, we have very good potential coins, but they're in low cap category, the low market capitalization category. They are very good. When you make profits on them, you store them in these other large caps. That is one way that will really help you manage your risk. Managing risk is very important in these trends, because when one cycle goes down, when one hype goes down, the possibility of you booking your expected percentage of profit will really be slim. So always make sure you book your profit in stable coin. Very important, like super very important. You don't just some person be like, okay, you've made 100%. So what are you waiting for? You're waiting for when it does 4x. So if you've made back your capital that you invested, you pull out your capital and probably leave, maybe at least book 60 to 70% of your profit from that trade of your investment. The remaining 30, if you're willing to say like an extra, you expect that the market will still do well further, fine. At least you can risk the remaining 30%. But the thing is, most persons don't actually do this. Like, even till tomorrow, no matter how long you ring this in people's ears, it will still happen. Like, we've seen phases of very green markets, and all of a sudden we'll see a bear market, and people start losing money, everybody start crying about deep, and the deep keeps getting deeper. And then maybe from there, we enter a new trend, and everybody's so happy, market is so green, everybody that's waking up, start rushing into the market, and therefore, you know, it wake up one morning and everything is red. As that's if when the red happens, it's like happens in a flash, and all your progress in 1 month just disappears. So 20% that you booked is more important than 100% that you're still looking at. Maybe when you open your exchange, you are smiling, you are on profit. At least book those profits. So when you're in a market trend, you notice that you are in NFT trend. Like, maybe look at AXS, for example, or the likes of Mana, San, and all of them. And they are on profit. You book your profit. If you predicted that it's going to last, maybe it's going to give you profit maybe like 6 months time or more, but at least book the profit you're seeing now, because this space can shock you. It can shock you, and you find out that it will take you 1 year to recover the progress that you have just really saved yourself a lot of headache. So the number one thing is to never trade with emotions, because it was emotions that make people jump in FOMO in a trade. Maybe you found out that ASS is at maybe $80, and then you've been seeing it move from at 50, like, if you had entered at 50, you were probably not instead to enter, only for ASS to start dipping on you. So don't FOMO, always make sure you book your profit. And then if you're a typical trader, your risk management, like stop loss, is still important. Like, it's still important. Like there's this risk management, this trade management, trailing stop loss. Let's say you're not ready to book your profit, but you still want to secure your profit just in case the market decides to go against you, go south. Use trailing stop loss. Just use trailing stop loss. Literally, and of course there are literally every exchange. I think OKEx, you can set the trailing stop loss on OKEx, and if you're trading with OKEx, then that is shifting up, taking your stop loss up. Like, as the profit goes up, you increase your stop limit. You bring it closer to your profit, so that if the market starts going south, at least it will book your capital and book some profit for you, so you don't completely lose out. The market is not your friend. If you don't book from the market will book from you. That's the same for one of my friends. She never forgets to sound that warning to traders, even to investors, because pulling out your capital is very important. So if you're following whatever trend, pulling out profits is super important, more than your excitement or your expectation of 50x. I've seen people trying to do the mathematics in their head. Okay, if I put this amount of money, it hits 10x, I'm going to cash out. But it has not done that. At least it has done 2x for you already. Why don't pull out that one? Maybe that leave some funds and then leave that to run. But at least you are safe. So if you're going to follow trend, always make sure that you put the risk management in place. And your portfolio management, everything. Just don't remove the emotions aside. Everything. Just think like you're doing business. And in business, it's all about making more profit than you're making losses. So this is like, let's say, the basic way to follow in any trend at all. The basic way to stay profitable in any trend. No matter what trend that trend is, no matter what it promises. Even if they say, okay, this coin is at $2 now and it has potential of $1,500. Market is going to go through many ups and downs before it gets to $100. So in the midst of all that ups and downs, make sure you're booking your profits. Don't be a victim of you made so much progress and then all of a sudden it just all disappears because Bitcoin decides to have an emotional swing. So that's my simple advice.
Okay, very nice one. You really explained that very well, because I saw the way you were just breaking them down so that our audience will be able to understand that. Also, if you don't book for the market will book for you. That I copied that also, and you also made mention about emotions when it comes to cryptocurrency trading. I could remember those early days. Sometimes we even fall in love with some of those shit coins. We don't want to sell, we don't want to take profit, and before you know it, you are burnt. So it's a very good one that you stay out of emotions, keep your emotions aside, because we know that cryptocurrency, the market is very volatile. It's not something that you do with emotions. If not, it will wear you down. So let's look at each of these trends comes and goes. Are there some dangers or risks associated with each of these trends, and how can we avoid them?
Well. Knowledge makes a lot of difference. Knowledge is what differentiates two persons who are maybe in this crypto space. Knowledge will really, really help you. The reason why you're following a particular trend is important. Most persons just listen to, how will I put it now? Listen to hype a lot. Now you hear that, oh, NFTs are the thing now. But then you have no idea what NFTs are. You have no idea what is really going. You have no idea about the update. And then you're waiting. And probably you hear about a coin and they say, oh, it has plenty promises around it. And then you jump in and go and trade. You're making a very, what's the word? You're not making an informed decision. So if you're in the midst of, for every trend or for every phase or cycle, there are advantages and there are also disadvantages. Advantages are, if you're in the middle of it, there are tons of opportunities for you to book profit, because everyone is in this space, no matter how much you love the technology, no matter how much it's all exciting that we are experiencing, a whole different level of financial system, you still want to make profits. You still want to be able to make enough money to be able to build the dream. That dream that you have about whatever it is, your business, your life, your family, and all that. So at the end of the day, understanding the cycle would help a lot. Are we at the beginning? Are we at the middle? Is it about to end? Really, really help a lot. Because if you catch a trend, let me use the period of the meme tokens, for example. Dodge launched in the meme tokens. I don't know if society no matter of meme tokens, all of them, and people were, so most persons who were able to figure out how to cash in early took advantage of that particular meme token trend. That trend didn't even last so long. It didn't last so long after Dodge launched it. And people that will now cut it at the tail end of it, they are still stuck with a bag of meme tokens that they can't even sell because they literally have no value. They just have tokens that have no literal market valuation. So understanding, finding out for yourself, how do I cash in and how do I stay safe? If it's a season or a trend that has plenty hype, too much hype without substance, if you're someone that doesn't know how to cash in, because that meme token time was almost as if you don't cash in within 48 hours, by the third day you'll be losing out. So if you're someone that's not even privy to that kind of knowledge, you will always be burnt, because probably you'll be finding about the token after the token have run its course, and then people will not dump on you. So disadvantage of trends is, well, will I say not all trends, because some trends are actually part of the growth of this ecosystem. Some trends are actually parts of like the likes of the layer two, the parachains, all those are the trends that are coming out to make sure that DeFi scales. They are part of the process. So you won't completely say that they have their disadvantage. So, but then those kind of cycles, those ones that have little or no value that they're adding to the system, those ones don't even last, maybe let us say a month. Let it last too long, 2 months or 6 weeks, and then it's over. The party is over, and a few persons will be happy, and a whole lot of people will be in loss. So understanding which parts, if that trend is still early, if you're in the middle of it, or if you're at the end, will really make a difference between you having an advantage or actually being disadvantaged in the trend.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I've seen the way you've been doing justice to this particular topic and the explanations that you've been giving to each of the questions. For our audience, I have one more question. After this question, I'm going to be able to be taking some questions from our audience. So if you have questions for our guests, please drop it on the comment section. I'll be picking it after this one. What I've seen the way she has been doing justice to this. What are some of the contributions you are making, knowing very well you are a marketing lead and as founder of Value Corp Global? So what are some of the contributions you are making in the ecosystem?
Let's just say I'm someone who really subscribes a lot to knowledge, because knowledge makes a difference. Knowledge is literally the difference. Of course, applied knowledge is what makes even the best difference, because if you know something and you don't apply it, it won't help you. But let's say that at my own business, Value Corp Global, I just want to teach people, because what really inspired Value Corp was the fact that so many persons come to me with very ridiculous questions, and then it's obvious that they have no idea what they're getting into. So all I want to do is, okay, see, I just show you this is actually the basic. I'm focused on getting people to understand the basic, because if you know the basic, you can now run from there. And then I've had to really show persons who had zero knowledge and then bring them up to speed. So on my own part, I just like teaching people. I really don't like knowing that there's some knowledge is at your reach, like it's just within reach. I can't even use it. You can't use it. So, and then there are so many opportunities in this crypto space. Like, it's so amazing, because we're in a world whereby the system that we have is no longer serving us. Especially look at the current system now. If you don't have multiple streams of income, it's like you're really going to feel the brunt of the economy. So in this system, crypto has come. Crypto is literally like a lifesaver, but you have to know how to play the game in order for crypto to really help you build your dream life. So what I do on both sides is to make sure it's more like I'm a bridge between people and what they really want, because that's me being in the middle is like showing them, okay, this is the process, this is the path you need to take in order for you to use this, which is crypto, to achieve your goal. So many persons we're not even privy to the fact that you can have a crypto job. For example, you can have a crypto job. Like, there was a period where crypto jobs were really very low key, super low key. But then there were people, but at the peak of the pandemic, where people have had to stay at home and work remotely, it came out, it surged, and people started saying like, okay, wow, I can actually use what I know to make some money. And the most beautiful part of it is that you're earning in crypto, which is actually higher than what you would have earned even if you got a job with your certificate. So I'm not playing down on our normal education or this. But then I believe that being able to add value to the system or being able to add value to people is more important than trying to struggle to get a typical job that just wake up in the morning, typical 9 to 5 job, wake up in the morning, what you earn can barely pay for your transport fare. But when you're doing what you love and you're being paid very well for it in the crypto space, that's super, super cool. So what I do is just show you, see, this is what you can learn. This is what you can do, what you know. And this is the part. This is how to take advantage of what is evolving in the crypto space.
Okay, interesting. I know you're more of, thank you. You are more of into education. I see the way you are breaking down these questions. Thank you very much for that. So this session segment, we're going to be taking some questions from our audience. So we go for a very short break. When we return, so that I'll be able to get those questions, if there are many of them, arrange them, and we'll come here and ask the questions. So we'll go for this very short break. When we return, we take the questions from our audience. We'll be right back.
Kaka. I'm the founder of InCrypto. I'm a cryptocurrency trader, blockchain consultant, and I'm one of the OKEx partners in Nigeria. I've been using OKEx since 2018. My experience of using OKEx has been fantastic. The platform is safe and secure for traders. The user interface is really clean. There were so many challenges that I was having with other exchanges that are not found in OKEx. OKEx is one of those platforms where you can trade with peace of mind. Take, for example, the trading volume. OKEx trading volume is really legit. Their listing criteria must be really good because you won't find those shit coins, that are just out there to scam you. I would recommend OKEx to other people because of the security of the exchange. OKEx is one of those exchanges that has never been hacked.
Welcome back to the show. In case you're just joining us, it's OKEx Talks, brought to you by OKEx Cryptocurrency Exchange. And so today we are talking about staying profitable through crypto trends. And we have a very amazing guest she has really been doing very justice explaining these particular topics very well. The topic, she has been doing justice to it in the person of Victoria Obaka Okoroji, marketing lead Threshold and founder Valley Corp Global. So right about now, we're supposed to be taking some questions from our audience, but it seems like she is not here. She just went off. Victoria just went off. So maybe we keep just few questions that we have here. Just what we are seeing here is good comments from our audience. A lot of them saying she's doing justice to the topic. Others I think a lot of trends are out there. So a lot of good comments from our viewers, our audience. So just one question I think we'll pick here. I'll be able to further on this. So right about now, while we wait for her to come up, I believe we still have our guest, our host, the person representing our host. Maybe he can come and give us some information about OKEx. If there is anything, any message from OKEx, I believe they have a message. Also, I'm talking about Nathaniel Raff, assistant to the lead OKEx. Do you have any message? Is there any message for us from OKEx?
Yeah. Thank you very much once again for having me. Uh, I want to believe I'm quite audible enough.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, that's great. Okay. From OKEx, basically, the opportunity. What I'd say we have is more like an opportunity. We have a program that is currently running. It's called the Affiliate Program. And we are currently running out. We're rolling it out with an opportunity to give, as an opportunity, to give people that are coming into the crypto uh, industry an opportunity to earn, just to have something passive, a passive source of income while they are doing other things. Now, basically, how it works is that we have this thing, we have the commissions. We have decided from our hand that we are going to be sharing our profits with our people, with the users that we have on our platform. So how it works is we assign particular percentage depending on what the capacity of the affiliate is. Now we have capacity, we have a percentage ranging from 40% to 60%. Now what this means is that if you're coming into the system, we are going to you
Raf,
based on our assessment of your capacity. So when you share your links out there, somebody registers with it, they begins to trade. There is
Mr. Raf,
transparent.
your network is breaking, so we do. Okay, you can continue now.
Okay. So basically, what I'm saying is, we have change ranging from 40% to 60%. So when people come in, joining in as an affiliate, what we do is we assign percentage. We give them this percentage based on our assessment of their capacity to deliver. Now, what we do is that we don't want to assign you too much and you are delivering too less. It's not going to be favorable for both sides. So we make it very simple, such that both sides they are benefiting from the program. Now, what happens is that you get to end up on sharing your link. It's like 10 per referral kind of reward. Now, the system is designed to be so transparent in such a way that there's a back end on your own app where you can monitor progress. You can see per hour that if the work done, the volume, the people you're referring have traded. Now, the beautiful thing about this thing is that you can we made it such a way that is a multi-level affiliate scheme. Now, how it works is that if you come in as an affiliate, let's say we onboard you on 60% because we see that you have the capacity to deliver. You can also, out of your own goodwill or a division of labor, uh, decide to assign someone else. The person is called the co-inviter. Now, what you do is that you assign a particular link. This link is peculiar to just this person. Now, what would happen is that you are sharing your profit with the person. Now, you can choose to say, since you're going to be getting 60% of every trading commission from your referrals, you are giving this co-inviter. You are giving this co-inviter 20% from it. And you can even give the friend, that is everyone the co-inviter will be referring, maybe 10%. So which means you will make do with 30% of whatsoever the co-inviter does. Now you have the capacity of sharing genuine or unique link with up to 195 persons. You see, so it's more like, you can even say it's a decentralized system of referral. So everybody gets to hand in the whole process. So, and this particular program is a lifetime program. Is not something that will be for a short while. We are looking at really, really opening up the platform for people to make the most of it by earning something while they continue with their maybe their daily jobs or their other daily trade activities. So that's basically how it is on the affiliate. But I'm more open to answer any questions if the audience have any questions as it concerns the affiliate partnership for OKEx. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. A wonderful message there from OKEx, a very good one there, which was passed through Nathaniel Ralph, who is the assistant to the OKEx team lead Nigeria. Maybe if you have questions, you can check them, follow them on any of their social media handles. That's why we've been providing social media handles. So if you have questions, anything to ask about OKEx and its OKEx Exchange and any other subsidiary of OKEx, just join them at OKEx Africa. Any on Twitter, Telegram, I believe also on Facebook, just check OKEx Africa. So any of those questions, you can ask them there. There will be someone to answer those questions. So even we are running out of time. And thank you very much, Mr. Nathaniel Ra, for this wonderful message. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
It's our pleasure. So right about now, since she's not here, I was about to ask her some of the questions from our audience. So what we do is, if you have these questions, we'll be able to forward the answers to the OKEx group. Maybe she could be able to send those answers, or OKEx could also answer those questions. But what I have to say about this particular topic is staying profitable through crypto trend is only, like she rightly said before she went out, always take profit, always stay informed. That's why this program is here for you. That's why CNETv is here for you, CNETv. So you stay informed in what is happening in the ecosystem, so that you will not stay old-fashioned, or you will not be informed. You know, if you're not informed, you are deformed. So thank you very much, our beautiful audience, our host, and all the rest of us. I really appreciate my team here in CNETv studio, who took our time to make sure that this program is being produced wonderfully and amazingly. Thank you very much. I really appreciate our host, Mr. Paul Ezaflukwe, who is the OKEx team lead, Nigeria, and also Nathaniel Ralph, assistant to him, who represented him this night. Also, special thanks to our amazing guest. She really did justice to every of those questions, and she took her time to explain them very, very well. I really appreciate. Thank you very much, Victoria Opaka Okoroji, marketing lead, Threshold, and founder of ValueCorp Global. Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you, our audience. This program will be coming your way next week, Saturday, 8 p.m. West African time. Same place, same station, same channel. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.
Kaka. I'm the founder of InCrypto. I'm a cryptocurrency trader, blockchain consultant, and I'm one of the OKEx partners in Nigeria. I've been using OKEx since 2018. My experience of using OKEx has been fantastic. The platform is safe and secure for traders. The user interface is really clean. There were so many challenges that I was having with other exchanges that are not found in OKEx. OKEx is one of those platforms where you can trade with peace of mind. Take, for example, the trading volume. OKEx trading volume is really legit. Their listing criteria must be really good, because you won't find those shit coins, that are just out there to scam you. I would recommend OKEx to other people because of the security of the exchange. OKEx is one of those exchanges that has never been hacked.
CNETv, the first and leading 24/7 live broadcasting blockchain, cryptocurrency, and FinTech TV application. On our mobile app, you have access to our latest news updates ranging from esports, fintech, iGaming, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and artificial intelligence. We bring to you interviews, analyses, cryptocurrencies, market reviews, and live events. Download our app today from your iOS or Google Play Store, or on our website at cnetv.io. CNETv, objectivity is our watchword.